You will not laugh. You will not cry. You will learn by the numbers. I'm sorry. I'm a little overexcited by my new G-Shock. It says G-Shock on the box. Yes, it's a Casio, and I bought it because I wanted a new watch for the summer. Casio used to advertise it as a military watch, or kind of a military watch, and I see why now. By the way, welcome back to a new video, of course. What was that? Oh yes, I'm your uncle. It's always the same. So there's some paper in it, instructions manual, the warranty, and another little tin can in there. All right. Before I start, I had in my mind the Predator theme song. The theme, the da-da-da-da-da-dum, da-da-da-da-da-dum. Don't ask me why, I don't know. I was just obsessed with the song. Well, I love the movie, of course. I've watched it just 100 times. So this is the GD350. Comes in this little wonderful box. I tested it, not the box, the watch. I tested it, and I ended up loving it, actually, for almost the whole summer. The way Casio presents it, and the way they say it's a military watch, well, something needs to be explained. And I'm here for that. Comes in this little tin can. Wonderful. Now let's get to the watch. Here it is. Wow, that's a lot of light. Why did I say Predator? Because I was looking for a watch, something light, sturdy, tough, and I don't know why. I'm obsessed with that movie. It's a great 80s movie. I grew up with it. But the theme, which is so ominous, so scary, I kept thinking about it, and then I was going through the Casio catalog, and so I said, okay, I'm gonna look at every single Casio watch, and when I feel that the music and the watch have a connection, I'm gonna buy that one. Here's the one, GD350. The module, the digital part of the watch, is number 3404. And this is the negative display with yellow digits. It's a fantastic watch, but we will get to that. Now, just do me a favor. If you have the Predator soundtrack, or if you don't, I don't care how you get to it. Just play the main theme while you're watching this review. I've already reviewed the G-Steel, my G-Steel. If you haven't watched that video, please do. Which is a fantastic watch. It's a very large watch, solar powered, Bluetooth connection to your phone. It's a great watch, and it's huge and very heavy. I was looking for something for this summer a little bit lighter, a little bit more discreet. So I ended up buying, because of the Predators theme, this one, the GD350, which is only 75 grams. And the other one is, I don't know, 100 kilos. No, I'm joking. The other watch is fantastic. I use it on more formal evenings. It's very shiny. I needed something very stealthy. I just wanted the opposite, but not in terms of quality. And I came across this little gem. Let me tell you, I'm a big fan of Casios, especially the twin sensors, triple sensors, and the G-Shocks. They have compasses, thermometers, barometers, altimeters, and all the other meters. But I was looking for something a little simpler. And I came across this, just by chance, I came across this watch, which I guess Casio introduced in 2013. It's all resin, 27 millimeters band in length. And as you can see, the G-Shock logo, the G on this button over here, all the other labels are all black. This is something that I really liked about this watch, so I wanted to know more about it. 53 millimeters by 18 millimeters. This is huge watches. As you can see, you have the date, so the weekday, and then the day of the month and the month, and the time down there. By the way, you can have it, of course, in AM, PM format, or the so-called military format, so 4 digits. In the upper right corner, you have a radar this kind of radar shaped thing that tells you that some functions are on and some are off. We will get to that later. Let's start with the world time. 100 cities, 35 time zones, very easy to pick and choose. You can simply choose the time zone you prefer. Then we get to the alarm. Now we have 5 different alarms. One has the snooze function, so you can use it when you wake up in the morning and you want to nap a little bit more. Then you have a stopwatch, but it's a regular stopwatch. Then you have the timer. Now the timer goes up to 24 hours, so this is something that I love. This is something that I like because on other Casios and on other watches in general, it stops at 60 minutes, so you can only have timers that go from 60 minutes to 0. I don't like that, and the fact that it goes up to 24 hours is it's a very good feature, but we'll talk about the timer later again, because we'll move to the nothing. The watch is over. You have to consider that Casio wanted it to be a military watch. So what did they do? They came up with this dedicated button. I'm gonna remove the watch from its casing. Here it is. See this little button over here? Now this is a dedicated timer button, so it doesn't matter where you are. You can be on the main menu right here when you can see the time and date and everything, or wherever you are. As soon as you push this button, the timer will start, which is very good to me because, well, let's face it, if you're in the military or you're cooking pasta, those are both great battles, great experiences in your life. You need a timer and you need a quick way to access it. So very good Casio, I liked it. But it's not all. I've heard people say that negative displays are very hard to read. In my case, and this is the first watch that I have with this particular display, in my case I probably chose the best Casio of all, because the digits are huge on a black background. It makes them very easy to read. Yes, they're probably, say, 30% less easy to read than a positive display, but they are 174, 195% cooler. Okay, that's pathetic. No, but seriously, this is a great negative display. It's very easy to read in broad daylight, and when darkness is coming. There are 2 LEDs at the bottom of the watch on each corner right here, and of course they can be activated by pressing this button that says G. You push on it and the whole watch comes alive. It's all lit. It's very easy to read the time. Of course, it's a military watch, so it's got the auto light function. So you twist your wrist to look at the time and it goes on. It works very well. More than that, it has an option to choose how long the screen is lit. 1 second, 3 seconds, or 5 seconds. In this case, I'm using the 1 second option, so as soon as I push it, it's 1 second and it's off. Auto light that can be activated by pushing this G button over here and keeping it pushed for 3 or 4 seconds. Keep in mind this. Military watch, what does it mean? That after 6 hours, the auto light function will be turned off. Why? To save battery life. And this is very intelligent, because think about it, you need it when dark is coming. So say you are activated around, I don't know, dinner time, and you use it for the whole night, and then you go to sleep. In the morning, you don't have to remember to switch it off, because it's already off. The watch does it by itself. That is very good, Casio. I like that. And now for the really good stuff. It vibrates. It just vibrates. I don't know how to put it, so I'll just say it. It vibrates. There are not many Casio models that have this vibration function, which is absolutely essential to me now that I've tested it and appreciated it, because you can have, of course, the hourly signal and the alarms beep and the screen will also flash to tell you that an alarm is going off. But if you set it to vibration, the watch will be silent at all times. It will just vibrate. And I can tell you this, not just the hourly signal, but the alarm in the morning is absolutely fantastic to wake me up without waking up my partner. And this was a great surprise, because I now appreciate a watch that, yeah, gives me the information without bothering the others, without telling the others why my the alarm is going off. By the way, before I forget, it only beeps or vibrates. You cannot have both things at the same time. Now, if you look at the little radar in the upper right corner, you can see that it's not only telling me that the watch will vibrate when an alarm goes off, it's also telling me that the tone is off. You can have all the buttons go beep beep or not. And the fact that this little radar and the seconds and minutes counter up here, the little thing, they take so little space, it means that the rest is all dedicated to the important informations. The timer, when the timer is, of course, is going, or the time, the present time, weekday, and so on. And I love that because it's very visible. I wear glasses or contact lenses most of the time, and I love the fact that it's so visible, so easy to read. Even if it's a negative display, this is a big plus, because I was a little uncertain when I said, well, it's cool, it's so cool. Predator theme music was going on in my head, so I said, okay, I'm gonna buy it anyway. But eventually, I'm happy that I can actually see it very, very well. Oh, by the way, are you still listening to the Predator's theme music? You know why Casio advertised it in 2013 as a military watch? Because it's very tough. It's very, of course, it's a G-Shock, so it's tough, but no frills. If you think about that, it's powered by a battery. Oh, by the way, there's a battery indicator. When the battery is getting low and you're low on power, the display will clearly tell you that the battery is about to die, so you have enough time to change it. And it's very comfortable, because if you look at the strap here, these two little wings, yeah, they're there to make your watch stay on your wrist and not move when it's on. Let me show you. You see? There's two little wings. I hope you can see those. Yes, you can see them. They're right here. And they make the watch stay in place no matter what. It's very comfortable, it's very light, and it stays in place. That's something that I like. Oh, and the strap. Two sets of holes. I don't know why all straps are made like this. I mean, this is way more secure and, I don't know, robust. And I love the price on this watch, because I was looking for something, yes, very light, very easy to use, but then I got in love with this military thing, the dedicated timer button, the negative display, and the vibration, that module that simply vibrates instead of going beep, beep. I would have paid, well, no, I was not going to pay $1,000 for it, but when I found it at around 80 euros, so $80. Well, in North America is a little bit cheaper than Europe, but in general is something like, let's say you can find it between 80 and 100 euros. And even if you're not a big fan of the Predator, which is a shame, just keep this in mind. When I say the Predator theme was in my mind, now I realize that this watch is probably the kind of watch that the not Dutch, I mean not Schwarzenegger, but the Predator, the creature itself, would wear. Because it's too cool, it's too dark, and all the yellow digits, I don't know. The Predator would love this one. And now you can turn off the music. Tell me what you think of the video. Comment and subscribe if you want. Thank you for watching, my friends. I'm your uncle.